right, we're going to get started. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, family, and faculty, and most importantly, our nursing graduates of 2023. I'm Elizabeth Cooper, the Executive Director of the nursing program. Today we gather here to celebrate a momentous occasion, the nursing pinning ceremony, a tradition that symbolizes the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and unwavering commitment to the profession of nursing. It is a time to honor the remarkable individuals that have shown unwavering dedication and compassion, who have endured countless hours of studying, and who have embraced the challenges and triumphs that come with this journey. As we reflect on the significance of this ceremony, let us remember that this is not merely an ending, but rather a new beginning, a new chapter in the lives of these remarkable individuals who have chosen to make a difference in people's lives. Today, we witness the transition of these aspiring nurses from the classroom to the clinical setting, from theory to practice, and from students to healthcare professionals. To our graduates, I want to commend each and every one of you for your dedication, your preservation, and your unwavering commitment to the principles of nursing. You have chosen a path that is both challenging and rewarding. And I have no doubt that you will excel in every endeavor that you undertake. To the families and the loved ones who have supported and stood by our graduates, we thank you for your unwavering encouragement, love, and understanding. Your support has been instrumental to their success, and we acknowledge the sacrifices that you have made to help them on this journey. I would also like to express my deepest gratitude to the faculty members, the mentors, and the staff who have nurtured and guided the graduates through their educational journey. In closing, let us celebrate the remarkable achievements of our nursing graduates today and look forward to the positive impact they will make in the lives of countless others. May their nursing pens serve as a constant reminder of their commitment to excellence, compassion, and the noble profession they have chosen. And now I would like to introduce the nursing faculty speaker, Heather Aldridge.
Whew, nervous? Congratulations. You guys have worked very hard, and not one part of this has been easy. So soak this celebration and love up because you have deserved it. As faculty, it's been a pleasure to watch the transformation you guys have undergone over the last 2 years, from where you were when you started to where you are now. We have seen growth. We've seen increase in knowledge. I hope you've learned some stuff, some skills, some abilities, a little bit, some stuff in there. We've seen an increase in confidence and maturity and drive. You've worked hard to be where you are. Congratulations. Yes, absolutely. This transition from graduate nurse to registered nurse culminates with your state boards, NCLEX, that one last multiple choice test that may ask you to select all that applies. And when you pass your boards, and you will pass your boards, you're ready, you will have a new personal identifier to describe who you are. So in addition to being fathers and sisters and daughters and mothers, you will be registered nurses. And that will stay with you forever. Yes. As you start your new adventure in healthcare, I ask you to keep 3 things in mind. 1, always give the very best patient care that you can. Some of the best ways to do that. Stay current on evidence-based practice. Stay current in your specialty of your field. Continue to learn, whether that's an advanced degree, a bachelor's, master's, advanced practice, doctorate, PhD. Study, take continuing education credits. Join a unit-based practice council or a professional nursing council to provide the best care for your patients always. The second piece of advice I would be giving is be a good teammate. You will spend a lot of time with your coworkers over your years. 40 hours a week, sometimes a little less, sometimes a lot more. And they will experience things with you that you can't necessarily describe to your family, and they will become a family of their own. So help those coming up behind you. Take the time to answer questions. Show the new person around. Be a helper. Be a mentor. And last but not least, take care of yourselves. Physically and mentally. Physically, this is a hard job. Sometimes 12-hour shifts, 3 or 4 in a row, long weeks, a lot of time on your feet. Take your breaks, take your lunches, use your vacation time. Take time off when you need it. Eat well, sleep well, and take care of your emotional and mental health. You will see hard things. You will see heartbreaking tragedies, and you will witness miraculous recoveries. And the patients you care for will remember you. You are who they will remember. And you guys will be amazing. You will make a difference in the lives of the people you care for. And it is with great pleasure, and more than a little bit of pride, that we welcome you to the nursing profession. Congratulations. To you. Every one of you. All of you. And now I'll take just a quick moment to announce our 2023 nursing class representatives. Luzmar, Geraldo Torrealba, and Carissa Pearson.
We have to start with Heather's tearjerker, huh? Hi, everyone. My name's Carissa Pearson. I've been honored to serve as one of the class representatives for the 2023 cohort alongside Luzmar. I would like to take a moment to thank everyone for coming, friends and family. You coming today, this ceremony signifies not only our 2 years of laborious work finally paying off, but also our beginnings as nurses. You all are here today because, whether your graduate who invited you told you or not, The road to leading us walking across this very stage was paved by your love, support, and understanding during our time as nursing students. Not only have we taken this long, strenuous journey to becoming nurses, but you all have dealt with the tears, absences, and stress during these past 2 years. To our professors and nursing program staff, you've seen the bad, the good, the ugly, and sometimes insane side of us students over the past 2 years. We want to thank you all for your dedication, support, and kind-heartedness aiding in our success. So let's all give a round of applause for everyone here today who made this milestone possible. Now to my cohort, I'm honored to be speaking in front of you all today. As I'm standing up here, though, I can't help but think back to September 2021, when we were a room of 46 plus strangers. We knew nearly nothing about one another, and we were all equally terrified of what the next 2 years of our lives would hold. Looking back, it felt like it would be forever before we were nurses, but it's no distant dream anymore. Today, it's our reality. We are graduate nurses. Time really does fly when you're having fun, right? Together, we've faced adversity, unpredictability, anguish, elation, and way more bodily fluids than we're comfortable admitting. But who knew? Through all of this, something so beautiful could emerge. Forever friendships, job opportunities, once-in-a-lifetime experiences, and 46 brilliant nurses. In September 2021, it was nearly impossible to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And here we are today, basking in full sunshine. We relied on each other to get here, to be nurses. There were days of tears, days of no sleep, days of just wanting to give up, days we would forget why we started, but we were always there to support and encourage one another. When times got tough, we would remind each other why we started this hectic journey in the first place, smile, laugh, and keep saying, we're almost there. Although we've now completed our time as student nurses, I hope, my friends, that you don't think that being a nurse will be easy. There are many challenges ahead of us. I hope you're prepared to constantly be misunderstood and willing to fight hard to defend our profession. Because as we all know, it's truly an honor to be a nurse, and we wouldn't want to be anything else. If we've learned anything these past 2 years, it's that we are the front line of healthcare. We are there for patients in their most desperate time of need. We're there to hear a newborn baby cry and to witness someone take their very last breath. We are everywhere all at once and constantly caring for patients and their families. Most importantly, though, we care and we love hard. When it hurts, when it's awkward, when it's uncool, when it's embarrassing. This is why the world needs nurses, and this is why the world needs us. The world needs us to carry the burdens of others. Nursing is such a strange world. You go to work, check out entirely from your personal life, you dive headfirst, knee-deep into the drama, struggles, pain, suffering, achievements, and deepest, darkest truths of complete strangers for 8 to 12 hours. Then you clock out and you're back to your normal life once again. You leave those people behind you. This is another reason why you all are here today, families and friends. As we now dump our hearts into the art of nursing, we will need you now more than ever. To listen, even if you just don't get it. To cry when we've had too much. To remind us we did the best we could and that better days are always coming. A smooth sea has never made a skilled sailor, and we need you all to remind us of that very important lesson as we branch out into our careers as nurses. My fellow students, it's finally time to celebrate all the hours of hard work and sleep that we've lost to be here. Time to thank all those who have guided us through this seemingly impossible journey. It's time to finally go out into the world and do what nobody else will do in a way that nobody else can, in spite of what we go through. It's time to be strong when we feel weak, to be brave when we feel scared, to be humble when we are victorious, It's finally time, my friends, to be nurses. Thank you and congratulations, we did it.
I'm super nervous, okay? English is not my first language, so if you don't understand something, please read the paper, okay? You guys know me, my classmates, so. So, Florence Nightingale Pledge. I solemnly pledge myself in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice my profession of nursing. I will do all in my power to make and maintain the highest standards and practices. I will hold in confidence all personal matters, committed to my keeping in the practice of my calling. I will assist and devote myself to the welfare of my patients, my family, and my community. I will endeavor to fulfill my rights and privilege as a good citizen, and to take my share of responsibility in promoting the health and welfare of the community. I will constantly endeavor to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing, and to use them wisely. I will seriously seek to care for those that are ill, wherever they may be, and whenever they are in need. I will be active in assisting others in safeguarding and promoting the health and happiness of humankind. Thank you. And now we will have our instructor Kelly Willis to announce the pinning.
All right, All right. Our first graduate is Brooke Aldridge, and she'll be pinned by her mother, Heather Aldridge. Our next graduate is Erin Anderson, and she will be pinned by her husband, Chris Deffenbaugh. Our next graduate will be Melissa Beavers, and she will be pinned by her father, Corey Rawls. Our next graduate is Krista Berry, and she will be pinned by her mother, Kisa Peters. Our next graduate is Caitlin Cogburn, and she will be pinned by her husband, Josh Cogburn. Our next graduate is Chaz Davis, and he will be pinned by his mother, Catherine Davis Mize, RN. Our next graduate is Stephanie Dean, and she will be pinned by her husband, Tyler Dean, and her mother, Jennifer Jones. Our next graduate is Alex Dominguez Alvarez, and he will be pinned by his wife, Savannah, and his son, Dreamer. Our next graduate is Allison Emerson, and she will be pinned by her grandmother, Francie Bison. Our next graduate is Sean Esperance, and he will be pinned by his son, Emerson Esperance.
Hi, I'm Judy Dornbach, and I'm going to continue. So we have Xiao Xiao Esty being pinned by her daughter Boya and husband David Esty. Next, we have Sarah Garcia, pinned by husband Matthew Garcia and grandmother Katie Darty. Okay, Luzmar Geraldo, pinned by husband Christopher Kinney. Nicole Grover, pinned by parents David and Linda Grover. Next, we have Katie Azell, pinned by husband Chuck Azell, son Jackson, daughter Kalia, and then we have the parents David and Linda Grover.
Very exciting.
Okay, next, Darian Gutierrez with grandmother Dorothy Clements and daughter Estella Gutierrez. Oopsie. Okay, Nicole Hamby-Freund with mom Joanne Hamby and Mark Freund, her dad. John Harder and Father Stephen Harder. Caitlin Hoffman, pinned by spouse Brian and son Gus. Natasha Holmes, pinned by husband Brian Holmes. Aww. Carly Hominick, pinned by mom Cassie Hominick. Megan Huckabee, pinned by Mother Melissa Dovenspike. Okay, Jacqueline Hummel, pinned by husband Logan Hummel and children Logan Hummel Jr., Kaylor, and Caden. Okay, Angelica Honeycutt, pinned by Jessica Hennick, her mom. Okay, Sarah Kimball, pinned by family Ida Jo Gates and Rick Ruffield. Okay, Tessa King, pinned by Kevin and Kim King, parents. Okay, Teresa Lichty, pinned by Lee Aswonia. Kylie Lively, pinned by husband Alan. And now I will turn it over to Leah Swonia to read the rest of our graduates.
Oh my goodness, there's so many here. Welcome, welcome. Our next graduate is Skylar Lucas, and she will be pinned by her mother, Megan Lucas, and Reno Lucas. Our next graduate is Taylor McNamee, and she will be pinned by Scotty Allen and Nicole Richmond. Our next graduate is Raven Miranda. I'm sorry, I'm getting out of line here. Our next graduate is Allison Mello, and she will be penned by her fiancé, Sean Hunt. Our next graduate is Raven Miranda, and she will be penned by her fiancé, Jake Miller. Our next graduate is Brianna Moe, and she will be penned by her sister, Brooke Moe. Our next graduate is Alexis Pacino, and she will be pinned by her mother, Jamie Pacino. Our next graduate is Carissa Pearson, and she will be pinned by her grandmother, Sandy McCarney. Our next graduate is Brianna Peters, and she will be pinned by her husband, Billy Peters, Ella, her daughter, and Eva, her daughter. Our next graduate is Alexis Rowland, and she will be pinned by her mother, Donna Rowland, and her daughter, Avery, and her son, Declan. Our next graduate is Amber Schmidt, and she will be pinned by her father, Matthew Schmidt, and her oldest son, James Parks. Our next graduate is Allison Seeley, and she will be pinned by her mother, Carrie Cook, and her father, John, and her son, Cooper Seeley. Our next graduate is is Ashley Stadden, and she will be pinned by her husband Luke and her daughter Bella and her son Link. Our next graduate is Molly Steele, and she will be pinned by her husband, Danny Steele. Our next graduate is Parker Stalker, and she will be pinned by her mother, Christy Stalker. Our next graduate is Trinity Trentz, and she will be pinned by her mother, Debbie Stimmerman. Our next graduate is Haley Van Pelt, and she will be pinned by her mother, Andrea Van Pelt. I need a drum roll. Our last graduate this evening is Calandria Wisby, and she will be pinned by her husband Josh and daughters Zoe and Raylyn. I was going to just say a couple of words to all of you guys. I wanted to say how proud I am of all of you, how blessed I feel that I got to share conversation, friendship, and laughter with all of you. And my one request for you all is to take care of yourselves. To take care of yourselves, because it's a hard job, but take care of yourselves. And thank you for the laughter and the friendship and all the wonderful moments in the lab.
So just want to say congratulations. Very proud of you guys. 2 years of hard work. And you guys are going to make amazing nurses. So I want to thank everybody for coming to share this experience with our nursing graduates. And we would like you to join the graduates out in the foyer for cake. Have a safe trip, and thank you for coming.